Another common energy that you may find in the soul reading and clearing report that you get from me is negative thought form entities. Now, negative thought form entities are the most common entities that reside on this planet, and they are created with negative thoughts. Obviously, that's why they're called negative thought form entities. And most people have got one or up to 15 of these at a time. So they can have up to 15 of these entity attachments playing out within the mind grid of the person. So these are negative thoughts that are created enough times to create a solid thought form entity. So you think a negative thought over and over and over and over and over again, and it becomes so strong that it can become its own form. It will then detach itself from you and become an independent thought form entity. So it detaches from you and it becomes its own form, but its own entity form. So it holds a lot of power. It will then reattach itself to you and program you with the same program you created it with. So they're literally negative programs. You created it with a negative program, it became its own form, it detached from you and became its own entity, and then it reattaches to you and then it sends the same thought forms and the same negative programs back into you, and you think and create these same negative programs, and it basically creates a feedback loop. As I said, they are super common. Everybody I do a reading for has got these going on. They are just so easy to create. Most human beings on this planet are not aware of their thoughts and do not understand the thoughts that they are thinking, especially from young ages. We're not educated and we're so programmed and we're so in our mind, and we are creating so much with our mind all the time. Our thoughts can create these forms of energies. They then hang out in our shadow world. So they love our shadow world and like the darker aspect of our psyche. They hang out there and they thrive there. They understand our shadows. They understand our darker aspect of our psyche. They understand that our deepest levels of thoughts, and they manipulate us through our shadows and through our thought realms. They are masters of that. So if you have created the entity yourselves, you won't feel much difference. So as I said, they're very advanced and they are literally a part of us and a part of our psyche, a part of our thoughts, a part of our inner world, a part of our shadow world. They understand our thoughts inside out. They are our thoughts. So most people that have them will not feel that they have them whatsoever, because these are not like other entities. They don't work like other entities. These are fully usually self-created, and they are like a part of us. That's something that's just like on our shoulder, and that is just a part of us, and but is attached to our thoughts and is creating feedback loops through our thoughts. So most people will not realize that they have these playing out. Most people are not aware of their thought patterns and of their thoughts, and therefore will not feel this energy playing out within them, or even know that they have this energy playing out, or this energy could exist. So as I said, most people have no idea that these energies are operating. It takes a high level of consciousness to create these entities. As I said, most people have not gone to the point where they have learned to master their thoughts and their emotions, and they are creating these energies all the time throughout their lives. And so this time, space, and reality that we live in, and this world that we live in, is absolutely full of them. Think about human beings and how much we think and how much we create with our thoughts every moment of every day on this planet, and therefore how many of these energies that there are cruising around and also playing out and attached to people. So if they are not yours, you're more likely to feel them, or to feel off, or to feel like something is going on, or to feel these thoughts that they're not yours. Sometimes you can catch yourself. Sometimes we have to be mindful and be like, is that really our thoughts? Why are we starting to think this way? Like, it is so tricky the way that this stuff can work, and sometimes it's not even ours, and that is more likely when we're able to feel these energies playing out. So if the energy you have created yourself, you're most likely not to feel any difference or know that anything is going on. But if you have not created this energy yourself and it has attached to you, you could feel it and you could feel off. But in saying that, so many people are not in tune with their thoughts that they would not feel anything going on in general. It's only people that are highly attuned and very aware of their thoughts and their emotions and have done a lot of inner work, done a lot of cleaning up, that they could possibly feel this type of energy going on within them. They uphold and create negative emotional and mental states that make it difficult for someone to move forward and to expand. So by having these removed, which happens during your soul reading and clearing and within your Akashic record clearing that you have with me, to expand your soul vibration and to become into a whole new level of consciousness, so you're more aware of your thoughts and emotions, so therefore you're less likely to create these again or to be a signature frequency match for these to attach to you again. And that's how negative thought form entities work.